Hello, people. Welcome to this reading. I am Whitney Moonshine. That's me. I am an empath. Okay, I am highly skilled empath. I decided to do this and give YouTube a try because you only live once, and when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And these readings, they are not going away. These visions are not going away. Nothing's going away. So I'm going to keep doing readings. And that's why I always say, if it doesn't resonate, don't worry, because who knows who the reading's for. They are general. It's just, if there's some things that you like in there, awesome, take them. If there's some things you don't like, just discard the shit you don't like, like, if you want a personal reading because it's still not getting to the point of whatever it is that you want to talk about, you can email me, okay? It's in the description box below, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. It's in the About section. There's also my Instagram on there too, if you guys want to connect on there. I put the readings up there usually, okay? So, yeah, anyways, have fun with the channel. Don't take anything too seriously, okay? Let's get it cracking. Woo! We're starting off strong today in the ether coffin. That means new beginnings and transitions and growth and girl talk. Paradise. Self-indulgent. And cassette. All right, let's do this. What is going on in the ether? Okay, so, from the looks of it, somebody is moving on. Okay, they're moving on from a difficult situation. Okay, endings, not every ending is bad, but I mean, an ending is an ending. And we've got two moving on cards, like an ending and then moving on right away. Okay, happily single, living in the moment, having fun, chilling with your friends. Okay, and that's what brings in this next phase. Okay, is your ability to expand and grow and take new experiences as just that, new experiences, and to be fun and to be enjoyed. And like, some people, when a phase ends or something ends, right, they get kind of depressed about it because they're like, well, what am I going to do with that time? And I don't want it to end. And it's nobody can stay the student forever. Eventually you become the teacher, the master, right? And that's what people want to see, is they want to see themselves grow inside and not stay at the bottom, right? So I feel like somebody has been focusing a lot on self-appreciation and how much they do. Okay, like somebody is living in the moment or going to be living in the moment and just recording every step of the way. Hey, recording every step of the way. Because I don't know, like sometimes, those people, there's people on the internet and shit that just drive around with their camera in their hand. I don't know why people record so much, but I don't know, maybe you're going on a boat. That's, again, a sign of moving on. Okay, that's what the boat is about. The boat is literally about moving on. Like, you've got two or three cards right in the beginning that are like moving on, new beginnings, moving on, closure issues. Like, somebody maybe didn't want to say goodbye to something. They didn't want to end something, right? And now they're liberated from it. Like, I mean, especially when you quit smoking, like, you can hold on to that demon your whole life. And then the second you quit, you're like, wow, this is amazing. Like, what did I do? Like, I have so much time on my hands now. Like, I don't gotta have this thing in my hand all the time anymore. Like, I smoked for like 20 years. So I know what that's like to quit. And I said the same thing. I was like, what am I supposed to do? And then especially when people would like smoke around me, then I would just take a drag, and that would be it. And that would be more than enough. I'd get this light head and start fucking spinning out of control. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm done with smokes. Like as soon as you're done smoking, it's like, it turns on you too. It's like, it knows that you don't want to smoke anymore. And then it says, fine, fuck you too. And every drag that you take, you get like a light head from, and you're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. This is just making me feel like shit. Okay. But it's that self-appreciation, right? It's expanding and growing and being like, you know what? I got to do this for myself, because I'm overplaying these events over and over and over again of like what could happen or what happened when I quit it the last time, but it's not going to be like that this time. Okay. We quit things and go back to them. It's almost like because we want to see if we can do it. Okay. We want to see if we can do it. And it's like a testimony to ourselves. Like, can we walk away and not be tempted by this anymore? Right? Or is this going to continue to follow me around for the rest of my life, that I can't give up this one thing? Right? And I really think you want to give it up. I think it's ready to be given up. I think it's ready to, you're ready to walk away from it. That's what I feel like. You're ready to walk away from something. Okay. And move on to a new beginning. Okay. And look at that, justice. Could be getting a divorce. Could be ending a contract. Okay. And that's what you're moving on, or the contract is over with now. And you're like, what am I going to do? Liberate yourself, bitch. You're Freedom 55. Like, get out there, right? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Like, get out of the house. Okay. And stop blocking yourself. Okay. Stop blocking yourself from something, right? Keeping yourself smaller or contained or afraid or away from everybody. That's what's making it feel like your decisions are in vain or wrong, because you're putting too much of your mind onto it, right? Like, I know when I'm having a really hard time with things, I start to just dive into my art. I really start to just, take my mind off of life, and I will lose days in my art and painting and bleaching and dyeing and fucking decorating my house. Like anything, I'll literally lose days. And then once I come up from that, then I'm like, okay, it's day by day again. I am not planning for long term. I'm not in a position to plan for long term right now. I'm just going to make sure I got enough money for rent. I got enough money for food, and I'm going to chill out. Okay. Okay, Six of Swords. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to put all the shadow work that you did into play. Five of Swords in reverse, right? There's no need to put all the spotlights on this anymore. Like that's not the main project anymore. The main project is movement forward. That's it. What happened in the past, it's done. It's gone. It's over with. You got to just let that go, okay? And then look at this. Look who just fucking showed up together. The King and the Queen of Wands. Okay, but the King was in reverse. I put him upright because somebody's got to get back into their fired up energy. Okay? Into their kind of like almost like destiny. Okay? Like that's fire energy. Leo, Sag, Aquarius, okay? And look at that. Look what you do with the fire. Four of Wands, Nine of Wands. You get so much back and so much comfort from kicking ass and taking names, okay? Metaphorically speaking. With this Eight of Swords and Four of Pentacles, I'm going to take these in reverse because now you're letting yourself out of this mental prison. Okay. And saying fuck money. Okay. Like we all love money. It's amazing. It's great. But to use that as the crutch of why you're holding on to something is something to do with money. It's like, oof, now is the time to get out of that. Okay. I'm getting The Cure, Friday, I'm in Love. Oh my God, it's so cute. Because the thing is that I'm getting like the saxophone part at the end. The funny thing is that love is something that can be felt in ways than just feeling it with a person. like to fall in love with yourself and to just be like, I don't care about anybody. Friday, I'm in love. Every day I'm in love. You can't tell me to love something because I'm just going to love it even more. Right. It's like someone's, I don't know, figured out what love is. Right. And that's what the drive is. Right? Don't let old relationships and old people and old paradigms hold you back from a feeling, because that feeling is what changes your life. That feeling brings you into a new dimension, into another atmosphere, into a higher, lighter atmosphere where people they don't even know what that's like. They have no idea what it's like to laugh and not be drunk. Right? Or be happy and not be high, right? So people don't know what that's like because they think that you have to choose how to feel in a moment instead of allowing yourself to feel. Right? Like it's just, and you know what I figured out too is like a lot of people's reactions, like in rush hour and in traffic and in jams, and it's like I feel like people react because of how other people are reacting. Like I kind of found that I was not liking something, and then I said to myself, I can remember my mother being frustrated with that all the time, but like, why don't I like it? Like, she doesn't define who I am, and she doesn't, just because she didn't like being in groups of crowds and got angry with it, it doesn't mean I have to get angry with it. I have to process it. I have to try to figure out why I feel like this. That's where I'm at in my life. It's not about letting feelings control me. It's when I get into a situation and a feeling comes on, I ask myself why. Because if I get nervous right away, is there a fear around? Is there an obstacle? Is there something I should be looking out for, which is why I'm getting anxiety right now, right? Or why all of a sudden am I getting tired? Should I just go home, right? Is it my body telling me that I don't need to go and do something just to save face, or just to say that I'm doing it because I'm bored and I'm at home, right? Your body will tell you a lot of things. It will address a lot of elephants in the room. It will point out the skeptics in the room of what's messing with your energy, right? Because if people don't like you that are around you, it starts messing up your rhythm, your flow, because there's somebody jerking you. And you can feel it, and you can feel the energy not right? People who are taking time to address their feelings and the energy are people that are they're trying to change their reactions. They're trying to change their feelings and their mental capacity and their thought frame on it, right? When you try to dissect something, it's because you're trying to understand it. If you're trying to understand it, you're trying to evolve with it, or you're trying to dissect it. You're trying to get to the bottom of it, right? And somebody really needs to defend themselves, okay? And defend what makes them happy. And if that's defending your love for something or defending your passion for something, then fucking do it. Do it. You don't got to fight these people. No one's asking you to fight anybody, but they're saying that you don't want something, or that you don't deserve something, or that you're not going to appreciate something that they're going to. And that, so when you start to go toe to toe with people and go, oh yeah, you're telling me I don't care about something, I'm going to fucking show you I don't care about something, right? There's a difference between people that are like, yeah, I care about that, and I don't need to prove it. And then there's people who are like, I do care about that and I will prove it, right? Because there's fake and there's real. Right? But when you're put into like this mental prison where you really can't speak or say anything because you can't see anything clearly, right? And your words get all jumbled up, it's because somebody's fucking with you. Okay? And that's what the world is like. Move on from that. Move on from it, because there is such a better world out there where you are self-indulgent. And they'll try to say that self-indulgent is selfish. Grow up. Everybody needs to be selfish, okay? They need to think about themselves during the day. Even though there's other people to think about, sure, but you also got to think about yourself. I mean, you got to make sure you're breathing. You have to make sure you're drinking water. You have to make sure you're eating, okay? You have to care about yourself. And that's why once you start defending yourself and your honor and what it is that you do, people are fucked, because you're not just going to give something up for the benefit of them saying they'll love it more. Highly doubtful. Okay? Highly fucking doubtful. that they're going to love something more than this. Because it's not defending it to hurt it, but it's like there are so many people out there that just want to hurt people, and they just want to run their mouths, and they just want to take the happiness from people because they're so miserable. You know why they're so miserable? Because they're literally choosing to be assholes. Okay, I've had a awful childhood and I still put on a smiley face. I have an awful day to day. I still put a smile on my face. Why? Because I had a bad day. Would I take that out on other people that had nothing to do with it? Right? But people are fucking selfish and entitled, and they just want to be, you know, the star in the room that everybody's staring at, and they'll get that attention through negativity if they have to. So I'm still hearing The Cure in my head. That saxophone, it's this the part at the end. It is really like an upbeat song. I only really like one Cure album, and it's Disintegration, I think it's called. And it's got the song Lullaby on it, and that Cure album I really love, but I don't really listen to any other of The Cure, so the fact that this song is in my head, I definitely don't really like that song, but I do love the energy of it. I think I had it on my I think I had it on my Spotify for a little bit, because it really just like, it just increases like my serotonin in me, and I just really get happy. And like, when you get happy on things, like, just fucking live it, man, live it, because it's really hard to find things that make you truly happy. It's really hard to find things that are authentic and even worth your time and energy, right? So, the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissists. This is what I'm talking about. Like, honestly, I think the world kind of wants you to be a little bit like this right now, okay? A little self-absorbed, okay? A little narcissistic, but not to hurt anybody else or, you know, grow your giant ego, but more or less like, you need to do something for yourself right now. Like, you definitely need to indulge in life right now, because I think you've worked really hard. I think you really deserve it. And I think that that's what the world is telling you to do. And not that it has to force you to do anything, but I mean, if you're definitely feeling like, hey, I need a break, or I need to do this, and I need to expand myself, and I need to try something else, then fuck it, you're definitely getting like, do it. Okay. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Personal readings are always on whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Again, check it in the about section and the description. You know, always for entertainment purposes only. And, yeah, you know, I hope you guys find the advice out there that you need. And I hope you do this for yourself and indulge in life's wondrous magic again. Become one with your everyday life, and watch it fucking change you. Honestly, I'm just saying, watch it change you. Peace.